What is good, everybody? Today we're going to be making a beat using ChatGPT. Today is copying the steps that the AI has provided me and see what the beat turns out to be. Can you please make a beat that Juice WRLD would use? Tempo 150. Drums, a punchy 808 bass line with slight distortion and long decay hitting on every beat. You're going to find an 808. Sounds like this Zay 808 will fit perfectly. You can boost it up a little bit. The other thing you can do is you can come into this tab, go to pitch, enable it, turn everything down, the amount all the way up, adjust the decay just a little bit. It'll give it more punch. Let's add it to every beat like the AI said. These into chords a little bit. Let's go like that, and then like that. Snappy tight snare drum hitting on the second and fourth beat. Let's come to my snares. This one says on the second and fourth beat. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Control C, Control V. Next it says crisp hi-hats with a 16 note pattern adding energy to the beat. Alright, I just realized I was not recording, so we're gonna backtrack a little bit here. So I two-stepped it, then I copied these, pasted them, shifted them over, which I think makes a 16th pattern, but I'm not good at my music theory, so we're just gonna rock with it. And then I just pitched them down a little bit, shifted them down just to give it a little bit of a groove. Next it says to add a use of claps and finger snaps for added texture. Maybe let's just pan them a little bit. So let's take this one, go this way a little bit, and then this one, let's do something like that. So then it said to lay down occasional use of snaps. We're just gonna do one. I'm just gonna copy it across. I'm gonna pan this the opposite way of that snare. Next it says to add a lush melodic piano loop with heavy reverb and delay, playing a catchy melody that emotes longing and introspection. So just some kind of sad, melodic type vibe. This is what I came up with, and I'll show you how I got there. So I started on my scale note, and then I just started building a simple triad. Place one, skip, place one, skip. Notes, shifted them up, took all the bass notes, duplicated them, shifted them down. I just added in these little step notes, and I just added a little top melody. And set to add some heavy reverb, so I just put some reverb on, wind it out, and then just turn the wet up. Added some delay. I just picked something like one of these presets. Next, it says to layer with a dreamy atmospheric pad, adding depth and emotion. So all I did was I went and grabbed expand. I went Control C, Control V, pasted in here, and it's just the default pad that comes up. It's a pretty good emotional pad. Turn the volume up a little bit on it. Next, it says use of a vocal chop or samples from a Juice WRLD song pitched and manipulated to fit the beat, providing a familiar nostalgic element. What's arcade? Set my scale in the bottom corner here to D minor. Again, we're gonna copy it, drop it onto our vocal layer. This will give us something to start with, and then we can just start stripping away or adding. This will make the vocal stand out a little bit more if we pull it to the left. I actually don't hate where it's at right now, so let's just throw some effects on it. Reverb. Let's add fresh air. I'll throw some EQ on, take out the lows a little bit. Sounds like some MARSHMALLOW shit. We're gonna split this, take all of our sounds, drop them in, isolate the vocal layer, Control Alt C. Now let's turn everything back on, and then we can play with this a little bit. Now let's just chop this up a little bit. Alright, I think I'm happy with that. Next, add a bass, a pulsing, groovy bass line with glides and slides, emulating Juice WRLD's signature melodic trap styles. Okay, so let's find a bass, and let's just pick the first one for now and drop our notes in just so we can start previewing things. We're gonna turn our bass all the way up. Let's do something like that. Copy it over. try some more basses, but I think that's the one we want actually. I kind of like that ARP actually. Kind of sounded like a guitar. I'm gonna add 2 basses. Alright, let's start arranging it as per ChatGPT. Alright, so let's get rid of the drums. It says start with a filtered version of the piano or melody or vocal, gradually build up to the drums. Okay, so we'll get rid of our pad. This, so I'll render it. Throw it on a mixer track. I like to, when I filter my stuff, go like this. Use this preset. And then this kind of makes it, actually let's leave it so it has all the frequencies, but then this will kind of muffle it out. Verse 1, full drums and bass kick in with the piano and synth pad providing the main melody. Vocal chops or samples from JUICE WRLD song can be added to add variation. Let's use the filtered piano actually here, because then it'll keep the pad as the main kind of thing. Then let's chop up these vocals a little bit. For the chorus, add additional layers and variation to the melody, creating a catchy, memorable hook. Kind of cool. Now for the bridge, it says break down to a stripped version of the beat featuring the piano or the vocal sample with minimal drums, creating a moody atmospheric vibe. This unique, and add a little bit of a build up. Alright, so I just doubled up the verse and then the hook just to make it a little bit longer. And then for the outro, it says fades out with a gradual reduction of instruments, leaving the listener with a lingering sense of emotion. I'm gonna leave the original piano in, and then I'm gonna fade into the filtered one. Add that tag in, and then we raps, boy. Alright, so not gonna lie, the beat kind of turned out fire, so I'm not gonna lie. ChatGPT kind of knows what it's doing, and kind of got the sauce. Didn't make the beat for me, I still took my little brain cells there and tweaked a little bit and made it